I am faced with transmuting this pain into courage, strength, fire, so I can continue to do this work with an expanded knowledge of who I am, whose I am, and why I am. And so, this is why it's so very important that we understand ourselves as spiritual beings, because there's a history there, there's lineage there, there is spiritual connections and knowledge and wisdom and information that you can only get from going within, and it affects your life. And so, me having an understanding that my spiritual gifts and abilities at one point in time were persecuted, were taken from me, were brutally taken from me, that I had to hide my gifts and abilities, that the very temples that I helped build and facilitated rituals in that were burned down in the name of Christianity and all the Abrahamic religions that demonized women and their spiritual gifts and power, took it from them and made them second class citizens, so to speak. That it's in my lineage, which is the reason why now, even today, as a spiritualist, there is some angst there. There's some need for protection and for boundaries, and there is this overwhelming feeling that there's this overwhelming need for safety and security, and then the need to always be rooted and grounded in my authenticity, in my truth, even if it makes other people uncomfortable. And it's going to make other people uncomfortable, especially people who won't do their work, people who won't tap into who they are on a deeper level, and want to demonize and minimize your gifts and abilities. And so, in order to stand firmly in your truth, you got to know your truth. And the only way that you can really know your truth is by going within and using tools of meditation and discernment, and going into your own Akashic records, and getting spiritual downloads, and all of the things. Like, those are just resources. Those are just tools. And those are tools and resources that help you get back to you, to connect to you, so you can learn about your own history, your own lineage, your own story, because those are the things that will empower you to move forward in your mission. Me knowing that I have a lineage and history in many lifetimes doing the exact work that I am doing now allows me to feel empowered in my knowingness of these truths. And please understand that a lot of these histories we carry in our bodies. We carry it within our DNA. And that's why it's also very important, because you can't heal what you are unaware of. You can't heal what you can't feel. And so, having a deeper understanding about how these histories show up in your body, show up in your decisions, how they have the potential and the possibility to block blessings when you're unaware of your own blind spots. That's another reason why I advocate for people to do that heavy work, that deep soul level work, in order to understand more about you, your lineage, your lived experiences, the things that you walk with within you.